Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
The Golden Gophers head coach told me before the game, Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Guys?
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Play action on first down. Left side, it's Johnson. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, and you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Running inside. It's Ford.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return there as the punt goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. St. Clair. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Slips through the line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Out wide left, it's Lowry. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Jackson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tavian St. Clair fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. Escapes the pressure to his right. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Again, it's St. Clair. He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Grabs it in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third and long coming up.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Go.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he gets it away.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Using his legs, it's Jackson. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. Throwing St. Clair. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back. It's St. Clair. Rush right in his face. He's going to take off. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now hits it. It's Jackson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. St. Clair. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Hits inside. It's Ford. Can't get him to the ground. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. On the ground, it's Jackson. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Tavian St. Clair. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Smith. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They go play action with St. Clair. Buys time to his left. Left side is Roberts. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to get started. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Straight ahead, it's Rodgers. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
On the move, he fires. Right side, it's Smith. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Throwing St. Clair. Blasted as he lets it go. Just had to get rid of it.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Here, headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Looking for room. It's 4. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Speeding down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. Took it all the way back to the house. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The handoff. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Tennessee taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Q. Ready. Move. Return. Ready, go.
St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Out wide right, it's Roberts. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give, it's Jackson. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. To the air, it's St. Clair. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tavian St. Clair. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Sees some running room. Makes his man miss. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13. For 4 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff again. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Throwing St. Clair. Escapes the pressure going right. Looking for his man in the middle. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Buckeyes will try to move the chains on fourth down. St. Clair makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Tavian on the play action. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Jackson. He's got enough. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Tavian St. Clair. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. That is a decision he will likely regret. Brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Second down, going to throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Making his first move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Out wide left, it's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Takes the handoff. It's Fowler. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action, the throw, and he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off, accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll field this one in tight quarters. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Made a defender miss. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve it. Lets it fly deep downfield. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
And the extra point is good. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hard running there. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Churns into the pile. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Using his legs, it's Fowler. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running behind that left side. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Extending the play. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Goes high to pull it in. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Throwing St. Clair. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got it in the middle. It's Glover. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
To throw, it's St. Clair. Setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because